Well, hello and salutations, everyone. I'm Ben Rosenthal, one of the co-hosts here at Hack the Dino Gaming Cast, where Floppy and I are just setting up the desk for another fantastic episode of hilarity. Hey, give that back. Give that back. For the podcast listeners, Floppy's trying to steal my Silver Mario.
Oh, no, just going to dust it off a little bit.
Don't touch them. That's not dust. It's crack, black, it's cocaine.
It's crack. What?
I meant to say black tar heroin, but I got it confused with crack. So, heroin will have to do. But anyway, we've got a special guest tonight. You have to excuse Floppy. He's not yet to set up his mic. He doesn't like talking into sticks. Braden's back, and he's still here.
Hello.
Braden's there.
Still here. I'm still here. I'm still around. I'm having a good time. I think we get a little bit silly tonight. What
What do you mean?
Well, I feel like the energy when I'm here is a lot more. I do very dumb things.
You enable me.
I'm an enabler to my core.
Braden knows exactly what he needs to do to get me to go further.
Yeah.
Because Braden knows that by challenging me, I will keep going. Now, Floppy.
Yes?
Your microphone is... Stop playing with Braden. Put it down. What are you looking forward to in tonight's proceedings when you get your mic set up?
I'm pretty keen to go through some Switch games that you might not have heard of that would be pretty cool to play.
Cool. I'm actually pretty keen to talk about a famous singer. Someone who you may or may not have heard. We won't say now, but keep listening.
Okay.
And see if you can get a quick little reference as to what fantastic singer
Might pop into your head.
is going to be guest starring on tonight's show. Braden, what singer do you hope makes an appearance?
I'm personally hoping for 50 Cent, but specifically from the Super Bowl halftime show.
Right. I likewise am hoping for Baby Shark from another halftime show. Floppy, what singer from a halftime show are you hoping to see tonight?
Meatloaf from the AFL Grand Final.
But Meatloaf now, so just like a corpse on a hook.
Probably sounds better than the Meatloaf from Grand Final.
Anyway, these intros usually go longer, but we started packing up before we recorded. Revealed! Why, hello there. It's us. We were here waiting for you. You were off on a journey.
Bonesy.
But don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. I forgot the rest of that word.
Streetlights.
Thank you.
Whoa.
Thank you, Leah Michelle, for coming in. Thanks, Leah Michelle, for coming in and celebrating Hack the Dino with us. See, Leah Michelle, what do you like most about Hack the Dino?
People.
Oh, Leah Michelle likes us. That's pretty cool. Leah Michelle, what do you think is the greatest website you can visit?
Don't stop.
That's close, but it's hackthedino.com. Yes, Floppy?
Who's Leah Michelle?
Leah Michelle played Rachel on Glee.
Jesus, wow, that was a pull and a half. I assumed it was like someone who sang with Journey at one point. Like, I didn't even click that was the actress from Glee.
I thought you were being someone named Leah Michelle, and I didn't know who that was, and you both knew what you were doing.
I mean, I was going along with it, but like...
Oh, you did that really well.
God damn.
If you have a teenage daughter with Netflix, clap your hands. Parker just watched all of Glee.
My
I've
little
watched
sister
Glee.
also
Who's
just
Leah
watched
Michelle?
all of Glee.
Leah Michelle is Rachel. The
main
singer.
chick.
The singer.
They're
The singer.
all singers, dude. It's Glee.
No, you know that one
The
singer?
chick who was obsessed with the teacher in a weird way,
No, she was obsessed with the popular jock.
but also
Oh,
the teacher
was
in a
she
weird
the dark-haired
way.
one that
The
was
dark-haired
like
one.
With the
really
fringe.
intense and OCD about everything?
Yes,
Yeah,
that's the
right.
one.
Yeah, man, she was annoying.
Anyway, thanks, Leah Michelle, for coming to Hack the Dino. If you'd like to see more Leah Michelle with all your Leah Michelle facts, head on over to hackthedino.com where you can see all the stuff that we put up and do, and you have to put up with us, but it's really cool. But you can go to hackthedino.com and go to Twitch at twitch.tv/Hack The Dino and press the subscribe button and whatever you do there. I don't know. They steal money, I guess. Also, head on over to youtube.com/Hack The Dino where you can watch all this at a later date to your liking. And then you can share it and tell everyone else. And they'll like it as well. And they'll put you up on their shoulders and they'll go, you're almost as good as Leah Michelle. And then Leah Michelle will come. Leah Michelle will come and she'll give you a big old thumbs up because that's what Leah Michelle does. If you like Leah Michelle, be sure to be here.
Getting real Tyler Durden vibes.
Wait until the penis pops up. And finally, you can go to all podcast apps and look up Leah Michelle and Leah Michelle will be sure to direct you to Hack the Dino's gaming cast. We talk about the past, present, and future of Leah Michelle.
Just saying, Braden, I'm really easily influenced. This is going to cause problems for me.
When you're trying to type in a URL next time?
Just anything. I'm ruined.
I love having Braden back. Okay.
Sorry, Anto.
Anto as well. We're all big one happy family here.
That's safe.
And you know what else is safe?
What's safe?
The
Just say it.
bank
It's weird.
account of the people who created this next game because it's fantastic and everyone should play it. I'm talking about a little game called Trombone Champ. Now, if I can pitch this to you. Now, Braden and
Should
Floppy...
I click this video yet, or...?
Yeah, click it.
Okay.
So this is Trombone Champ. It's basically players, this is from the press release, players toot their way through over 20 classical tracks from the likes of anthems, marches, classical pieces, electronica, folk classics, and more.
So this is Trombone Hero.
Yep. It is like most rhythm games, the aim is to play a song as accurately as possible to score points.
But not say the
with
word.
with a trombone, or in this case, tromboner cards. Me...
You know, those popular tromboners from history's past.
Yeah.
What?
Me-like characters, give it, or they're all on screen, as well as the captions that appear after you hit each note. However, because this is, we were just showing the video there, what you couldn't hear, it gives the players the freedom to play any note at any time.
Oh, should I have had the audio on so that I can hear it?
Give it a go.
Okay, I'm going to listen to it now and we're going to see what I think. Oh no! Oh no!
Wow.
Oh, you have to look up this trailer at home. I cannot describe how off note this is.
So it's a rhythm-based game with like classical music, but you're playing a trombone and you have to try and hit the marks, but it doesn't, like a rhythm-based
couldn't
game where it
even
automatically
hear you
puts you in the
talking.
right note.
Yeah.
You have to slide it up and down to hit
Oh,
that
so it's
note.
just like...
Yeah, so it goes-
It is exactly like that. The trailer is basically...
You know, I'm going to play that for like 4 seconds and then be like, nope.
You know, I can't wait to see the Twitch speedrunners touch it.
Really?
Oh.
Because they'll like mod the shit out of it and it'll be great.
So if you like a tromboner, head on over to, what's it called?
Trombone Champ.
Sex with Trombones. There we go.
Jesus, I still had the music on.
Trombone Champ. It's coming to you and blowing your ears out. Floppy,
Yes, mate.
what else could blow parts of your body out?
That's the terrible segue. We're going to talk about hidden gems on the Switch.
After you see these gems. There you go. That was the
Yeah, I really should. That was so simple when you say it.
Easy.
Like, I should have
it's
gone
right
there.
there. Right there. You could just grabbed it and eaten it like a quiche.
I love quiche.
I haven't
You
eaten
know, my
today.
kids always ask me to make quiche because
Really?
I'm heaps good at it.
What's your secret?
Follow a recipe that Mum wrote.
Like, but you got a hidden...
Man, I'm great in the kitchen. I can follow a damn recipe like no one.
Yeah? I can't even do that. You get rice at my house. Rice. Maybe a bit of tuna if you like
Yeah,
it.
that's from a rice cooker, right?
No, microwave.
Oh, that's so gross, dude.
No, man. 6 minutes. Put it in. Stir it. 3 minutes. Stir it. Minute and a half. Boom. Rice.
So hidden gems for the Switch. We're gonna
Hack
hold-
the Dinos brought to you by Rice.
Like a rice cooker's real easy though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but so's a microwave.
I was going to try and cook rice on a stove, which actually I have done recently, and it worked out quite well with help from someone. But I was talking to a friend of mine who's gone to Japan many, many, many times, and he was like, dude, get a rice cooker. I'm like, well, that seems like cheating. And he's like, every freaking house in Japan rice cooker.
Yep.
Rice cooker is the way to do it.
Put it in, like
Floppy,
some water.
also on the stove, you were making what's called Italian rice, which is pasta.
What's noodles then? Spaghetti.
Long rice.
Long rice. So anyway, I got a bunch of hidden gems for you on the Switch.
Good. How many
Games
of
that
them
you-
include rice?
None.
How many of them include
Actually,
Leah
maybe
Michelle?
At least 3.
Good.
I'm sorry, I didn't have the image
I
ready.
was testing you.
I didn't make it a button on the Stream Deck. I just had the image on the browser.
Now, these are not in any particular order. They are just, I think I've got 7 games, one of which I forgot to get a video for. Sorry, Braden. That you've probably looked over, that you can pick up on the Switch are actually really cool.
And a lot of these,
I think are really
can
cool.
you get these physically, or are they all on the digital storefront?
I think there's only one that you can't get physical.
Oh, wow. Cool.
So first one, Black Future 88. You can get this physically. I've got it there.
Cool.
I think right there. So this is a 2D roguelike platformer. I also wrote on the thing 2D roguelike 2D platformer. So
covering
it's
your
got
bases.
a cyberpunk themed sort of world, very much like a Blade Runner or cyberpunk. Lots of characters that you can unlock, all with different abilities and amounts of ammo or health, so that you can decide how you're going to play the game based on the abilities of the characters that you can use.
It's just a Metroidvania.
Essentially, yeah. But it's really quite pretty.
So it's a roguelike Metroidvania?
Imagine roguelike Castlevania, but cyberpunk themed with, guns.
Sweet.
Yeah, right.
I do like a lot of those
things.
things. Oh, that looked nice.
You can use stims in this to amp yourself up, right?
Stims.
But there are downsides to it. It affects your health and stuff like that.
Oh, stimulate.
Yeah,
Stimulants?
stimulants.
Like rice.
Like
Yes,
heroin.
like rice. But yeah, it's quite cheap. It's really cool fun, especially if you're a fan of 2D platformers, if you're a fan of Metroidvania style games. Definitely worth checking it out.
Cool.
Is this something you would play, do you reckon?
Yeah, man. I'm not a fan of roguelikes. I think because of my 1980s upbringing on the NES, where the whole idea of these games and the only way to beat them was to play it enough that you memorize the attack patterns and the levels. So whenever a roguelike jumps in, my brain goes, "What are you doing? No, this isn't right. This isn't right. This isn't right. What are you doing? What are you doing?"
Yeah, they have moved away from a bit there. Like the whole, we're just going to make it harder so that they play along with things. Not always
Well,
the thing that
companies
they come on.
want you to finish a game quicker so they can sell you another one.
Correct. So these are all way more achievable than those ones.
Yeah.
You can
Whereas-
get 50 different weapons in this.
Back in the day with the NES, you bought one game. You got one game for Christmas and one game for your birthday.
Yeah,
and that's
2
it.
games a year.
Yep, they had to last you.
Maybe borrowed one off a friend.
And let me tell you, I made them last.
I bet you did.
I did. I'm really good.
But yeah, that's my
Flintstones.
first pick as a hidden gem that you may have overlooked on the Switch.
That's
I
a
think
good
it's
gem.
cool. If you see it, it's worth grabbing.
Yeah.
Next one is a racing game.
Oh,
It's called Inertial Drift.
inertial drift.
Yeah, now I'm pretty sure Game Boy Dad in the chat picked this up as well. I think I may have talked about it at some point, maybe something that I've been playing in a What's Up. So it's a very 90s themed retro future racer. It's got a really unique twin stick drift mechanic.
Oh,
So you use your twin sticks, like your analog sticks, to accelerate, steer, and to drift.
yeah, right.
It takes a little bit of getting used to. But it becomes, once you get the hang of it, it actually becomes, this is actual gameplay, not like a trailer, so they will crash. It becomes really satisfying. And you can do some really long, really sustained drifts.
All right.
Yeah, it's very cool. You got 16 cars you can use in arcade mode, and like a visual novel style of cutscenes that tell the story as you play along. So in between races, and so it does have a narrative, and it is the visual novel style. So
It's about a young American man who goes over to live in Japan with his father because he's been bad at school. And
Bit of Tokyo Drift.
And yeah.
I actually thought you were doing the actual.
No, I was
plot. I'm going,
just starting to describe the plot of Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift.
Well, I've never seen any of those horrible films, so I wouldn't know.
Dude,
You would
the
have had me.
first 3 are great.
I found great.
I was about to swear.
And Lil Bow Wow's in it.
Little Bow Wow's in Tokyo Drift.
But is Leah Michelle?
Yes.
I wish I
She's
had
in the
made a
background of a
button.
scene. You just see the back of her head. But
Right,
it's
cool.
unmistakable. You get 4 playable characters, each with their own stories.
Oh, nice.
Definitely worth it. It'll go up cheap. Yeah, like I said, a really unique way of using the drift and the 2 analog sticks for it. Hard at first, but yeah, really satisfying when you get good drifts going for really long extended ones around corners and chaining them together as well.
What's
Hard
a
at
drift
first,
pig?
but once it's extended, it's really satisfying.
What did you say?
A drift pig.
What do you mean?
What's a drift pig?
Is that someone that is a...
I don't know. I've seen it
Drift
somewhere.
racer?
I don't. It's popped into my head. It's a phrase I've read somewhere. It's
I'm-
cool people slang.
I don't know. I'm going to assume it's cool people, someone who drifts.
I feel like a drift pig is like that gives off like bogan Australian people trying to drift.
Can you Urban
Street
Dictionary
racing. Oh boy, here we go.
it? I need to know. While Braden's looking up
I'm
drift
going to
pig.
bring up my face so that way people can see.
Drift pig is a
my reaction.
bogan bumper sticker.
Bogan pump sticker.
Drift.
Okay. What's the next? Oh yeah, next game.
Next one. So I
yes.
think you've played more of the next one than I have.
Katana. Oh, I didn't. I actually played another one that was very similar. It came out at the same time, which is why you might be getting mixed up.
Oh, okay. Because
Wow.
I picked this one up, but I haven't played it yet. But
Shout out to Urban Dictionary for not having anything that I can't show on a Twitch stream in these descriptions.
Wow. Well done.
Straight up, they are just actually about cars. They
Cool.
are just talking about a car that's drifted so much and crashed so many times that it's falling apart, is holding on by zip ties and tape, or just a rear-wheel drive.
Nice.
Or literally a pig that drives a drift car.
Or some kind of pig that has wheels instead of hooves and just drifts around the farmyard doing sweet burnouts, and they all smell like nicely toasted bacon instead of that horrible rubber smell. And you go,
Now
Ooh.
that's a babe in the big city.
that's a babe in the bitch city, yo. Because he's a drift pig.
Please don't ever do that again.
Sorry.
Way too white.
What do you mean? Oh, right, yes.
Yeah.
That translucence I've got going.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Casper.
okay.
Number 3, well, the third on the list, Katana Zero. So there's a bit of a theme with hidden gems on the Switch, and they're 2D. 2D stealth action platformer. It uses pixel-style graphics perfectly. You have an altered perception of time in this and can predict future combat. So you can predict what people are going to do in the future in your combat scenarios and use that as an ability.
Do you predict or do you take a substance which enables you to see the future?
That's where we're going to get to.
Okay,
So
cool.
that was what stopped it. It was originally not going to get released here.
Correct.
Because you took a substance. I can't remember what they called it.
It was like flugs or something like that. It was not.
But it was essentially you were taking a drug
Yeah.
to enhance your abilities, which, of course, the censorship board thought was not cool. I'm not sure what actually happened legally. Did they alter it?
I think what happened is they realized, oh, hang on, we have an R rating for a reason.
Yeah.
And let it come in.
You know what? We've got way worse stuff than
What?
this.
Yeah, we can let people make their own choice if they're adults. Wow. I don't know about that.
Yes. But yeah, so there was a lot of controversy around it before it got released due to drug use and promoting drug use and things like that. It's a game.
Yeah. I know.
Mature
Playing
enough.
this, I might get confused with my real life.
Yeah, it's like the violence in video games causes violence in
You
real
know,
life.
Floppy, I don't think people give thought when they infiltrate a subterranean cyberpunk fortitude with a sword. You know, the very real danger of succumbing to the need to have some flugs in order to not die just takes over all of us at any time in our life. And the kids need to stay away from it. Kids, stay away from subterranean citadels where you need to take drugs in order to beat some more guys in overalls.
Yep. Do that stuff, though. All that stuff that Ben just said.
Yeah.
And while you're doing it all, play Katana Zero.
Yeah. And
So I think this is digital only. Am I right?
there may have been a limited
Or was
run
there a
release.
limited run release?
There may have been.
I haven't seen one.
I'm pretty sure I've seen it in stores because it's one of those games that was popular enough. I thought, oh, maybe I should get that.
Yeah, I bought it digitally.
Cool. Good time?
Good time. I haven't played much.
Okay.
Very, very little. But I really enjoyed it. And it was... I got it cheap.
Man, with all these games that you've been... So do you own all these games that you've been talking about tonight? Switch?
So far, yes.
Were these purchased before or after you played Metroid Dread?
Most of them before, actually. Oh, no, there's one that I don't own and I never will. Because I think it's weird and I love it, but I could not play it. but I think other people should.
Yep, I know which one it is.
It's only my personal taste that's stopping me thinking it doesn't mean it's not a hidden gem.
All right, what's the next one?
Next one
is a gem.
Next one is such a gem. Next one is one of my favorite games of all time. I played it originally on the PC. Mm-hmm. I'm going to call it a hidden gem on the Switch because it's now readily available on the Switch, and it seems to fit the Switch perfectly, like the perfect system to play it on. I don't know why. It's a feeling. But Flashback. Now, you can get Flashback a couple of ways. You can get it like this in a limited edition on its own, or you can get it partnered with Another World, which was like another sort of 2D rotoscoped adventure game.
Yep. I have both of these games on the Super Nintendo. It's another way you can get them.
So I played Flashback originally on the PC. It is such a good time. Friend of Braden's or workmate of Braden's... Ross. Yeah, I don't know why I was going to say Rory then. Is the only person I've ever known that's cosplayed Conrad from
Ross
Flashback.
absolutely loves Flashback.
Such a good game.
I mean, it's also understandable. Like, look at these animations.
So the animations is rotoscoping. So they filmed someone doing the actions and then animated cell by cell or frame by frame over that thing. So you get that really natural, almost uncanny valley natural.
Extremely uncanny valley. That's one of the things that turned me off of this.
I like it though. It never turned me off.
I really, really like it. The rotoscoping it's beautiful.
So rotoscoping is how they did Prince of Persia originally, and how they did a lot of the animations in
Dragon Age, Space Ace,
Yep.
all those Don Bluth films.
Yep.
They also did it for
things like American Tail and all those sorts of things where they would
and
film
it's
people
different
doing
from motion capture, which is what all the Mortal Kombat sort of started doing in the early 90s.
This has also got absolute mad 80s sort of synth sci-fi soundtrack. Yeah. So good. The cool thing about the stuff on the Switch is you have a tutorial, which you didn't have before.
Good, because I still have no idea how to play this game.
So you get a tutorial. You also have a rewind function, which is quite commonplace nowadays. Where if you accidentally press the wrong button, jump off a cliff, you can just rewind yourself back up.
Back in our day, Floppy.
Yes, mate.
No rewind button.
Yeah, I know.
We had to.
So I never
finish
finished game. No,
DuckTales.
that's why I never finished games.
Well, no. Again, we had 2 games per year, and if we had rewind buttons, we'd need more than 2 games a year.
Correct. But yeah, this is such a good game. You can get it digitally. You can get it physically. I highly recommend anyone getting up. It's not that long. I'm going to go with 3 or 4 hours probably if you know what you're doing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you know what you're doing, you could smash through it. But it's just such a good time. It is got a bit of that Metroidvania where you can go back and revisit places once you've found, keys or specific weapons or turned a door off or something like that. Mm-hmm. To go back and visit levels. I want to say, now I might be completely wrong. I want to say I had 6 or 7 different levels. But there was different things you have to do within that level and go back and forth, so it took up a bit more time. And just the cutscenes are just so good. No, not voice acted.
No. So this looks a lot better than Another World as well. Another World looks a bit rough.
Which was like a spiritual sequel to this, I believe.
Yeah.
Which was a bit weird.
Those dogs look like tosh.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
I love this game. I think everyone should try it out and play it. It's got cool sound. It's got cool visuals. Easy to use gameplay, and I really love the rotoscoped movement. I just think it looks awesome.
And do you know, funny fact, this was Leah Michelle's first voice acting role.
God damn it.
I literally just said there was no voice acting in this game.
I know, I was too busy thinking of a way to...
get Leah Michelle in there.
Yeah. Much like the Glee people.
Yes. Just jam her into everything.
Yep.
Okay. Number 5. Now, this is the one that I don't own because it is not my jam, but I understand...
Really?
No, it's not. But I have enough people, especially at my work, there's a couple of people in particular who flipped lids over this.
Sorry, I just read the title.
Haven't you heard of this, Braden?
I don't recognize it.
This is a very Braden game.
Oh my god.
Turnip Boy commits tax evasion. Yes. So you play as a turnip who is an absolute menace to society after not paying taxes and getting evicted from your home. You must go on an epic quest to pay back your massive debt to Mayor Onion. You're going to solve puzzles in dungeons, battle beasts, and experience multiple endings depending on how well you commit tax evasion.
I just want to point out, the Twitch chat, the live Twitch chat over at twitch.tv/Hack The Dino is lighting up with people going, yeah, just played this. Yep, just finished this. Yep, played this.
Yep,
played this.
everyone.
There's like 4 or 5 people have just gone, yes, love this game. This is great.
And the
And
kind
also
of people...
one comment for us to play the Glee game on Wii.
Yeah, do you know what?
I've got it.
So do I.
God damn it.
It's called Karaoke Revolution.
Actually, I believe it's in my box of stuff to sell at the toy fair.
So you too can own Floppy's Glee.
I'm keeping mine.
But yes, Turnip Boy commits tax evasion. Braden, I feel like this is kind of your jam, dude. It's got like that Stardew Valley kind of look.
It's got tax evasion, which you
See-
love.
See,
Animal Crossing style of gameplay.
see, this is 100% my style of game. But
But
I really, really am an avid supporter of the fact that we need to make sure that we are taxing the rich and the multi-million-dollar mega corporations. And I don't
about
know if
your
you guys
garden-
know this. I'm a super lefty nowadays.
Good.
And this little turnip needs to be stopped.
what if he's not the rich and the famous? What if this is not a Donald Trump
Look at
turnip?
look at the little turnip's hat, Braden. They're not rolling in it.
Game Boy Dad has just gone in there and said it's only a 2-hour game.
Oh,
That means I could probably do this in 6 to 7 hours.
627.
Yeah,
67
627.
hours.
627 hours.
All right, that works. Look at the cute little sun hat.
It's very cute.
Can't even afford pants, Braden.
It's very
That's
cute.
not a rich
Look at it.
person. With a blueberry.
I'm a blueberry. You're a turnip. Goodbye.
What a fun
That was a
time.
conversation with Dan.
But yeah,
I'm allowed to make those jokes. I work for him.
Next one I have up here as well, somewhere. Up on the desk in front of me. Here,
That one?
I believe.
Yep.
Is it there?
Sure.
Coffee Crisis. I'd never heard of this. This was given to me by a friend who just said, do yourself a favor, please play this. Imagine Streets of Rage or Double Dragon. Ben's already like, yes, I like those. River City Girls even.
Yeah.
But you're fighting aliens. And those aliens are here because they want to steal our coffee.
Hey, whoa, hey.
And our 80s heavy metal.
Too far.
And our Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Single player or local co-op. Local co-op modes. And heavy metal 80s thrash music. As well as possessed grannies.
Well, I mean,
Is there not anything in there that makes you not want to play this?
I don't like
Aliens.
the coffee machine they've got set up there. Looks like a Rancilio, which isn't the best. Heat exchange is a rather cheap one. Me personally, it would depend on the roast profile. If it was a more acidic blend, I'd need something like a Lamazocco or Sinesso that has
For those
multi
of you who
boilers.
don't know,
Yes,
Ben makes coffee.
I roast coffee.
You roast coffee, sorry.
Yes,
He picks it fresh off the trees.
that's right. And I hoard it in my little bags.
But yes, a friend gave this to me. I haven't actually seen it in a shop before.
Why did I think this was like a dating sim?
Because you're weird.
No, isn't there a coffee dating sim? And like you talk to them.
I
and
mean,
at
there's a
cafe
pigeon
and-
dating sim and one where you can date your swords in a dungeon. I'm sure there's a coffee one.
That's right, Boys Frank Dungeon. Man, what a great game that is. Anyway,
Yes.
yes.
Would you play it? Would
Yeah,
you give it a shot?
I think I would, yeah.
Just for the 80s music is loud and it is awesome.
As long as it's obnoxious.
It's quite obnoxious.
Right.
I notice Braden's gone very quiet.
Yeah, Braden's...
I was fixing things. Don't worry.
Okay.
See, Braden goes away for a couple of months and everything just falls apart.
Once again, sorry, Anto.
No, I don't mean this as a tax on... Anto, I know you're watching. It's not... It's me.
It's Ben's lack of
100% me.
filter.
It's 100. I think, I'm going to praise Braden. I do not mean it as an insult to Anto, who works very hard at doing all this. Very hard. Everyone, 3 cheers for Anto.
Hip hip.
Hooray!
Hip hip.
Hey!
Leah, hip hip.
Is that a mannequin of Leah
I don't know,
Michelle?
but I'm going to dream about her tonight. 'cause-
Whoa.
No, I'm so easily influenced into what my brain... Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Last game in my hidden gems of the Switch so far is one that came out early on in the Switch's life, and I don't particularly think I remember hearing many people talk about it. Do you?
A couple of the podcasts I listened to were moderately impressed
Let's put it
with
this way. It's no, you don't get the same amount of people looking for it as they do Mario Kart.
No.
Or anything else, really. But Damon X Machina, this guy over here. Oh, far out. If you like mechs, and you like combat in mechs, if you liked Robotech or anything like that, Armored Core.
Sorry, was that Leia Mech Shell?
Sorry, I'd already clicked away from the image.
Damon X Machina. So it's a high-speed mech combat. High-speed mech combat. You battle bad guys and corrupted robots. Awesome artwork. I love the way that this game looks. It looks so... I think dynamic is the word that pops out at me. Mm-hmm. Is it? Would you call it cell shaded?
Yeah, definitely cell-shaded.
Definitely cell-shaded.
Yeah.
But really, really high contrast, really bright. I freaking love it. You're a mercenary piloting your super customizable mech that's called an arsenal. Defeated enemies that you get in the field drop weapons and things that you can use and attach and customize your mech on the go. Very, very cool. You can pick up, weapons, parts, like armor, ammo. On the fly, it's very fast and just very cool style, man. From people who worked on Armored Core and a mech designer who worked on Super Defense Fortress Macross.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I was watching some on YouTube the other day, just some Macross clips. Man, that animated art style of the 80s is so good. So good.
So good.
I think one time when you and Anto rocked up, I was watching Space Adventure Cobra as well. And we're all just sitting there sort of drooling over it.
Look at that, though. Look how crisp and how clean and how bright that is, man. It's so smooth.
Yeah.
And it's so funny. Cool. It's all third person and really easy controls to use, like left arm, right arm, or for defense, and then, boosts to get in close like a dodge mechanic. It's just, it's so much fun. The customizable stuff is almost endless, I'd say. It's obviously not, but there's so much customizing that you can do. It's just, wicked.
Endless.
Easy targeting.
Like the many covers done by Leah Michelle on the hit musical Glee, where she plays Rachel Berry, a young lass who's keen to impress everyone with her wonderful voice.
He hasn't even Googled that. He's saying that from memory.
Leah Michelle. And I wonder why no one watches this show.
That's my hidden gems for the Switch for tonight.
But not the biggest hidden gem, who of course is Leah Michelle. Hey, Floppy.
Yes, mate.
Deals!
No! Right. Deals for you this week. We got a couple of Switch, couple of PlayStation, one Xbox. Mm-hmm. On the Switch, Metro Redux or Redo. What is it? Redux?
Redo. Yep.
So Metro Redux for $3.70, down from $37.
That's pretty good.
It's amazing, dude. It's like a tenth of the price.
Is it a good game, though?
Yeah, these are great games, man. So they were made from a series of Russian books set in post-nuclear war Russia, where you are living in the subterranean tunnels.
Leah Rochelle.
Wow. It's getting too much now. First-person shooter, yeah. So the nuclear Holocaust thing has created mutated creatures and things like that, and you're living in underground to keep away from radiation. A lot of fun. Very cool first-person shooters. There's a series of them, but yeah. To get the first one for $3.70 is pretty damn good. Also, I did this for Anto, but he's not here. Final Fantasy VII on the Switch, the original, is on special for $12. So the original Final Fantasy VII, including 3 new modes. There's three new things that you can do in the game. There's a 3x speed mode. There's the ability to turn off battle encounters. I don't particularly know what that means, but I was assuming Andrew was going to be here at the time that I wrote it, so tell me what the battle encounters were. And a battle enhancement mode. So if you're going to play the original Final Fantasy VII and you don't have a PS1 or you don't have a PS4, you could play it on Switch, but you can also play it on the go.
I think they up res, so you have 4 polygons per character as opposed to 3.
Actually, I think it was 5.
Oh, far out. I'm waiting for a Tyler Durden moment. It's going to happen.
On Twitch? No.
but it's just gonna be Braden singing Glee stuff in a hot tub. Ooh,
Huh?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think we've broken Floppy's
I think we
brain.
have. I think Lee Michelle's overloaded him, which is funny because no.
No. No. Over on the PlayStation, we got some deals. We got the Dark Pictures Anthology. So this is 3 games. Don't get me, it's 3 full games for $42, which is like half price at the moment. You get Man of Medan, you get Little Hope, and you get House of Ashes.
Now you've played one of these?
I played all of these.
And?
I love them.
Yeah?
So same guys that did Until Dawn, that did The Quarry.
How many games do they have?
3.
Is it 5?
If you count Until Dawn and The Quarry, yes, Braden, it's 5. They're all. They don't.
5.
Oh man! You don't have to play them in order.
For the podcast listeners, we got our Tyler Durden moment.
For the podcast listeners who have no idea what's going on, Braden's been flashing up pictures of Leah Michelle. Is that her name? Leah Michelle?
Yeah, yep. And Corey Monteith.
Okay. Kind of like Tyler Durden does in Fight Club.
If you are a podcast listener,
We're sorry.
I just want to say, if you were ever going to watch an episode, watch this one because it's been fun. It's been a fun time.
Or don't watch one. I can get a sentence out.
Anyway,
Dark Pictures Anthology. 3 games, Man of Medan, Little Hope, and House of Ashes. They are narrative-driven, decision-based.
Sorry, Floppy, are they driven?
Oh. So close to the end anyway as well. $42 for Dark Pictures Anthology. You get that. You can also get the Devil May Cry HD collection, which is Devil May Cry 1, 2, 3, 4, plus a bunch of DLC for $18. Maybe go do that.
well, you know what you can do?
What's that?
You all ready for quiz? Leah Michelle. Quiz on your face.
I was going to talk about Game Pass game, but hey.
Oh, well, we're running out of time.
Yeah.
So here's time to quiz on your face with You're Ready for Quiz, where I have 4 questions, 2 from me, 2 from some of our very high-end, very wonderful Patreons. I will be asking a question and giving 4 choices as to which the answer is. Whoever yells out their name first and answers, if they get it, I just said that wrong, but you know how multiple choice works. If you don't, there's something wrong with you. I'm sorry that I'm the one who had to break it to you. Like, get help. Really. Anyway, we've got Ben S, who got 1 correct. His partner at the Toy Power podcast, Trent, got 2. Braden, you're on 5. After being on, it's just the 3rd episode for this year.
God damn.
Mr. A Game's on 7. Jazz is on 7. Anto's on 25. And Floppy's on 26. So, Floppy,
Yes, mate.
you have the possibility of catching up.
I'm ahead.
I hadn't finished my sentence.
Okay.
Catching up from running up that road, running down that hill to Leah Michelle.
Whoa! Was that Macho Man Randy Savage?
Oh, yeah!
This is doing my head in.
So what we're going to do, I've got Dylan the Villain's question last.
Okay, is this the one that Braden knows?
Yeah, I won't answer it.
Or do I? Hang on, let me look. Oh, we might actually. I haven't included Dylan the Villains, so we'll do it first.
I know. Floppy, you've got some very cool shades on.
I always do, mate.
Okay, so I've got Dylan the Villains first. So what I'm going to say is that Braden has to give Floppy first shot.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't think Braden should get to answer this one at all. He knows the answer. Because he got told. So I figure I should get a shot. And if I get it wrong, no points. If I get it right, I get a point.
All right, we'll do that. But you do have 26 and Braden has 5.
Not my fault he's lagging behind.
Look, Floppy, don't be a sore loser.
Oh.
I'm going to give Braden the chance because I'm thoroughly enjoying all the pop-ups. Okay.
I'm so sorry, everyone.
From Dylan the Villain.
Yes.
Before the Sega Saturn came out, Sega was originally developing a standalone 32X console before it was scrapped. What was the console's name?
Can you say it again, please? Sorry.
Okay, so Sega had the 32X, which was an add-on.
Yep.
Before that came out, they were actually working on a standalone console that turned into the 32X.
Okay.
What was the name of that console that was going to
Are we
be...
still getting multiple choice?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good. So I was going to be like,
So the names were A, Mercury, B, Mars, C, Lea Michelle, or D, Neptune.
And I
B,
will
Mars.
say, it was tougher when Dylan asked me because there were 4 normal answers.
It could be Lea Michelle.
It could be Lea Michelle.
Floppy, what was your answer?
Mars.
Incorrect. It was Neptune.
Neptune.
Yep. They
I was tossing up between Neptune and Mars. Man, Dylan,
It's funny because I was tossing up
Never.
about Lea Michelle.
never gonna. Gross, man.
Thanks, man. Well, I'm thanking
Never
you.
gonna guess that one. Well, no. If I was gonna get that, it was only gonna be a guess.
Okay, here we go. So I've got 4 more now. Here we go. What was the name? Sorry, scrap that. What was the original name for Mass Effect? Was it A, Science Fiction X, B, Earth 2, C, Plan 9, or D, Less Cause?
Floppy.
Floppy?
Earth 2?
Incorrect.
It's Plan 9, isn't it?
Brayden.
What was A again?
Science Fiction X.
Okay. What was C?
Plan 9.
I'm going to go with C.
Incorrect. That's the name of an Ed Wood movie.
God damn it.
The correct answer was Science Fiction X.
Really?
What?
Yeah, that was the
Oh my
original
God.
name. I
I'm glad they changed it.
I really liked Less Cause. Mass Effect. Less Cause.
Oh,
I'm witty.
no.
The next one here is from Michael Town. Some Game Boy games. Sonic the Hedgehog has never been the best swimmer. This is due to Yuji Naka, A, thinking that hedgehogs can't swim, B, despising hedgehogs so much he wanted to see them all drown, C, pulling a sickie that day, or D, mistaking the in-game water for blast processing. That's a retro gaming. So blast processing was a made-up thing that Sega said the Mega Drive had, and it was completely made up and false. It was a buzzword.
All
Incredible.
right, Floppy.
Floppy?
Well, it's not going to be the last one then, because you just told us it was made up. What was C?
Pulling a sickie that day.
Definitely not going to be that one. So it's going to be A or B. I'm going to go with B.
Incorrect.
Damn it.
I want to guess C.
Incorrect.
Damn it. I was really hoping you'd
Pulling a
actually pull a
sickie.
sickie. And someone else did it.
He thought hedgehogs couldn't swim. That's
incredible.
why. That's why. So no one's got a point yet.
Oh, what a boring game.
Okay, here we go. Which game originally was meant to be an architecture simulator? Was it A, Animal Crossing, B, Batman Arkham Asylum, C, The Sims, or D, Architecture Simulator 3000?
Floppy.
Floppy?
The Sims.
Yes! I'll change that. You finally got one.
Thank you.
Well done. Well done. 27. Same age Lea Michelle was when she starred on the hit musical Glee.
Here she is now.
Gotta sing fast. Okay, last one. Bonus one. Cheeky bonus. It's Braden's chance to get on the board.
Oh, God.
And it's a game you'll be familiar with, Braden, and a game that you're well versed in, a game that you were totally alive for.
Okay.
What did the manual... You remember what a manual was?
He's never seen one of them.
What did the...
I had PS2.
Barely even seen a manual car.
what
That's
did the,
true.
Barely even seen Manuel Macron. He's a racing car driver, I think.
Okay.
What did the manual for Super Mario Kart encourage players to do? Was it A, respect opponents and not screen cheat? B, totally screen cheat? C, save the blue shell until the last lap of the race? Or D, offer your soul to the Dark Lord for money, fame, and power.
D is tempting.
Oh, that's right.
In this economy?
Always tempting.
What was A?
Respect opponents and not screen cheat.
What was B?
Totally screen cheat.
Braden,
Braden?
I'm going to say A.
Respect opponents and not screen cheat?
Yeah.
Incorrect.
B.
Floppy?
Totally screen cheat.
Totally screen cheat.
Really?
They encourage you to screen cheat.
Good on them. That's awesome. I thought they were going to be like, man, that's so much cooler than what I thought they'd be. I thought they were narcs.
Well, Nintendo is the cool company.
God damn. Known for being cool.
So at the end of that round of You're Ready for Quiz, we've got Ben S on 1, Trent on 2, Braden on 5 still, Mr. A-Game on 7, Jazz on 7, Anto 25, and Floppy 28. The same age Leah Michelle was when she was fired from the hit musical Glee. That's Glee coming at you.
Oh.
But we have been Hack the Dino. This has been our gaming cast where we bring you the past, present, and future of video games, news, previews, and discussions, as well as Leah Michelle. That's right, Leah Michelle has come to us again with their wonderful knowledge of video gaming, as well as the high note C. Floppy, hit a high note C for us, just like our saviour, Leah Michelle.
Boo.
Well done, excellent. I couldn't have asked for anything better. But this isn't all we do. Floppy,
Yes.
what do you do?
I occasionally do a little thing called Floppy Plays Games on Instagram, which has not been much over the last few weeks. But, actually, no. If we can pull up my Instagram page there, Braden.
That we can.
It was my birthday a little while ago.
Oh, happy birthday! Happy
Right
birthday!
old age of
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
27
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
plus a few more.
I
I turned 42.
Happy birthday!
I'm a 42-year-old man.
Happy birthday!
Thank you, mate. Thank you. It was lovely. And Anto got me a little birthday present.
Oh, happy birthday!
I know.
Happy
If you are able to pull up my Instagram there, he got me the PlayStation 1 Biohazard, also known as Resident Evil, controller.
Oh,
So this thing it's so ugly, it's beautiful. It is really weird. So
it's like me, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
It is designed.
It's like Leah Michelle, right?
No,
Oh,
she's just ugly. Sorry, from Anto and Coda, I might add. Thank you, Anto. So this is designed to basically have everything right where it should be for the control scheme layout of playing Resident Evil.
I like Leah Michelle.
The right hand hand grip is a trigger. The left hand is kind of like and it looks like a pistol grip too. The left hand kind of looks like you're holding a knife, but it has no function. There's only one trigger on the right hand side. There's two R1 buttons depending on what controller scheme layout you like. It is weird. It is so cool. It is so cool.
That
I love
looks
it.
dope. That does look pretty cool.
I've wanted one for quite a while. And yeah, just really nice little surprise one day.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
lovely.
there you go. So it's got like a knife handle on one side and like a pistol grip on the other.
So what did you get Anto?
I didn't actually get him anything. We share a birthday too, same day.
10 years apart. Happy birthday.
I went to Queensland the next day.
That was your gift. Your gift to him is I'm not going to be here.
Oh,
There he is.
that was me in Queensland after my birthday, where I found a claw strider outside of a hotel from Horizon. You can bring that up. That was actually really cool.
Okay, yes.
So,
It's no, that's Floppy and Leah Michelle.
so that was outside of a hotel in Surfers Paradise. There's a massive claw strider from Horizon.
I
Forbidden
do like the
West.
way it looks like it's just opening up its jaw to go nom 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 on your
I
head.
may have planned that a little bit.
Looks great.
Did I survive? No, I totally died,
Yeah.
says Townsy. In
This
the
is
chat.
Floppy 2.
Yeah.
This is our
Floppoo.
backup.
Floppoo? No, not Floppoo.
Floppoo. Braden,
Hello.
what are you doing with yourself?
Oh, I'm at uni. Yeah.
Tells lies.
doing the
I'm
uni?
also at work with the wonderful Dan McGuinness. May he rest in peace. And you know what?
What?
If you're watching this right now, or you're watching it in the week after it gets released, come to the Comic and Toy Fair in Adelaide.
Yes.
We'll all be there.
We'll all be there.
We need to have a legacy dino shot with
Yeah.
all of us. So Anto, you, Dan.
Those SingStar microphones in a coffee cup.
Oh,
Yes, you should just have them
bring them.
there. It'd be great.
I have seen some microplace.
So do I.
I do also do a movie podcast. You can go watch Millennial Movie Talk or listen to it.
What are you guys doing for the movies, like the classic movies that you hadn't watched?
We haven't done that in a long time.
What was the last one you did off the wheel?
I'm trying to just think of the oldest thing that we've watched. Oh, actually, no. So I'm not saying these are old. Don't call me a zoomer. But Michaela and I just watched for the first time. We watched Seven.
You've never watched Seven?
I've never seen Seven.
You finally know what's in the box.
What's in the box?
Leah Michelle.
It's not Leah Michelle. It's Gwyneth Paltrow. And also watched Zodiac.
Oh, nice.
How good is Zodiac, man?
Oh my god, it was excellent.
That
Hey,
really made me like Jake. Now, is it Gyllenhaal or Gyllenhaal?
Gyllenhaal.
Made me really like Jake Gyllenhaal.
But yeah, he is apparently quite good in a film that came out last year, which is basically like a one-man play.
The one with when he's
like
the
a 911 operator.
Yeah, I watched that. It's really good.
Yeah, I heard he was excellent in it.
He's excellent, man.
But no, I've mainly just been really enjoying She-Hulk. Everyone else on the show has been really deep in Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul.
I was about to ask about, but before we do, can you relay that story about She-Hulk that you told us just before?
Yes, I can.
Thank you.
Because it's my favorite thing.
Is it how boring She-Hulk is?
No. So if anyone were to go back and listen to MMT from the last couple months, you'd know that Alex has been going through and watching The Sopranos and has never seen The Sopranos before and didn't know any of the plot or anything about it. Those of you who have been watching She-Hulk would know,
or have watched Sopranos,
or have watched Sopranos, would know that in She-Hulk, hit character Madison, who is a very tipsy, very drunk girl who gets teleported to Wong from Doctor Strange's room as he's trying to watch The Sopranos. She just full-on spoils multiple deaths in The Sopranos, and Alex hadn't known about any of that, and She-Hulk spoiled The Sopranos for him, and he's livid. He's so angry about it, and I get it. I feel bad for him because, like, if I was in that situation, like, that sucks. But holy shit, is that so funny? And I just laughed at him forever. Also, Sandman's very good.
Exceptionally good.
I can't get into it. Hey,
Really?
I'm not saying it's bad.
Okay,
I'm not saying it's bad.
Have you watched the first episode?
I can't get through the first episode.
That's my exact thing I thought of as I was watching it. If you don't know that Sandman is this big thing, it's Neil Gaiman's baby.
So I know
it's
what
a
Sandman
big comic
is.
book. It's
He
a
was
big
19 when he wrote it. 19.
I've read some of Sandman.
Yep.
My neighbor, who's a very, very good friend, big Neil Gaiman fan, big Sandman fan, has huge hardcover
The big Absolute
volumes.
editions.
Yeah.
They're incredible.
So I've stopped trying because I think I would like it at another time.
The
So I'm
first
just not
episode
gonna
is
ruin it for
incredibly
myself now.
hard for
Yeah.
people to get into.
So my mate keeps telling me, if you're not going to watch it, just watch episode 6.
Oh, I would just straight up say, just start from episode 2 if you can't get into episode 1.
I would say go to the ones that were released after the season. Like they released 2 episodes at the end of the season as a bonus. They have no ties to any continuity at all. They're standalone tales. There's a cat one, and then there's one on the Muse. If you watch the Muse one, I think that kind of perfectly encapsulates the comic.
It's incredibly done.
Yeah.
The other
It's
thing
so
is,
well done.
I've got a lot of stuff to watch and play anyway, so I might just not. I'll get to it one day.
Also fair.
What'd you think of Better Call Saul finale?
I haven't been watching it. I'm the only person on MMT who hasn't been watching Better Call Saul. Everyone else has been watching it though, and they all freaking love it.
Excellent character writing.
They've gone from saying like, "Oh, Better Call Saul is a really good spin-off of Breaking Bad," to Better Call Saul is better than Breaking Bad.
Ran longer
to
than it.
Better Call Saul is now just more Breaking Bad.
Yep. Correct.
Yeah, everyone, they're all like absolutely loving it.
Yep.
It's in the chat. Anto, what are you calling rubbish to in the chat?
Probably something that we like.
Something good. But also, another shout out, The Bear is apparently very good. It's about a cook.
The Bear.
I don't know, just look it up. Apparently it's really, really good.
Okay.
Cool.
But yeah, we talk about movies and stuff. And buy comics at Greenlight Comics.
Yes, very important. And when you're not buying comics at Greenlight Comics, you can look at the comics that I buy over at Mr. Benjamin, because that's where I put all the stuff that I buy. I'm running out of room in my games room, so I've had to slow down.
I'll take some.
No.
Okay.
I'll take some.
And have to... Although I did find... so you can see on the desk here for the podcast.
This was hilarious.
Listeners, I've got a Super Famicom hard case, which is what they used in Japan to carry around their Super Famicoms or Super Nintendos when they went to friends' houses or took it out and about. So I had one of them. Now, when I moved house about 3 years ago, I put in, I packed somewhere all my amiibos up, and I packed away my Mario amiibos, my gold Mario amiibo, my silver Mario amiibo, and my normal Mario amiibo. They were a collection I had of the first run. They're worth a little bit of money now. I couldn't find them anywhere. For years and years and years that we've been here, I assumed I live probably 250 meters away from my old house. I could not find.
Can confirm.
Everything else made the trip across. Could not find these damn amiibo. I assume my parents had thrown them out because when I was a kid, my parents used to throw out all my stuff all the time.
I like that you think they threw out your stuff as an adult.
It's scars, man.
They just come over and be like, don't need that.
Yep.
Throw it.
It's what they do.
You'd be like, get out of my house.
Well, they were helping me move, so I just assumed that they
Get out of my house with that box, put it in my car, then come back and get another one.
That's right. Anyway, I was here with Floppy and Braden just before. And Floppy said, oh, what's that case? And I went, oh, it's for holding your Super Nintendo. I went to open it up, and they were in there. They were in this case. It's been sitting in my games room for 3 years.
He's given his parents so much courage.
I just gave up about ever seeing them again. And there they were in that case. So here they are on the desk in front of me. I'm very happy to be reunited with them. Now I have to find room for them.
I like Townsy's impersonation of your parents. Whoa, honey. Come look at Ben's stupid nerd crap. Let's burn it.
He knows my parents well. I also do a thing called Bad Game Arts over on Instagram, where I put up the worst video game art that has ever graced the blue and green earth. That's it. That's all the colours.
Comic book covers.
Yeah, that's Mr. Benjamin. That's my personal one, where I put up all my cool stuff. And now we're going to go to Bad Game Arts as Braden does his wizardry and quickly navigates.
Clicky keys.
Navigates there to Bad Game Arts. Now,
I haven't looked at these for a little while.
So if you look in the top right-hand corner there, Braden, this was a lawsuit just waiting to happen.
Yeah, there's a lot of properties there.
So we got Chun-Li.
I'm sure they were all put in there legally.
Eat your heart out, Fortnite.
And Bison.
Some flaming people. I love that Bowser. Look at the Bowser.
Is that
next to Hager.
Bowser?
That's Bowser. And Bison's there. The dude from Virtual Fighter. And then some generic guy. Goku's there. And then also, we've got...
And it's just called Pro 2?
Yeah, something like that. So this one here, this is what childbirth looks like. So if you go to Bad Game Arts...
Sorry to all mothers watching.
That's what it looks like.
Not what childbirth looks like.
I don't know, Floppy. I think that is exactly what childbirth
There's
looks
a
like.
guy here that's been at 4 of them. Yeah, that only... look.
Yeah, but like...
No more than 1 out of 4 looks like that.
I got shown one video in year 9 and
Horrific, I bet.
So if you want to see what childbirth looks like, head on over to Bad Game Arts, where you can see that.
1 out of 4 child.
Just lots of ripping.
What is going on there?
This is the battle through time. So you can fight dinosaurs and helicopters.
And biplanes.
Floppy, you remember the hit auteur of Do Gen Grant?
I thought you were going to say, you remember when dinosaurs were around?
Oof.
Bad Game Arts bring you all the classic stuff, like Miner.
Wow.
I don't even remember putting Miner up. What's Miner?
Maniac Miner?
What did I say up there?
I
can't tell what that picture is.
I really do, but I have no idea what is going on here.
I can't tell what that picture is.
Yep, I have no idea what's happening.
Is that a skeleton arm?
For the 48K ZX Spectrum.
Well, the ZX Spectrum was a high-end machine back in 1972.
Wow.
Dylan the Villains reminded me in the live chat that I didn't post his up. I'm sorry, Dylan. That'll go up very, very soon as well.
Did he find one for you?
He's found a couple for me. This one's a pro wrestling one as well. It's absolutely ridiculous. So
doozy.
that'll be on next show. But until next show, we've been Hack the Dino. You've been you, which is a good thing because there's only one Leah Michelle. And one thing that Leah Michelle has taught us is that you don't stop believing, hold on to that feeling, because Corey Monteith is dead. Leah Michelle.